And with that, welcome everyone. We are back here at the Old Barn in downtown Lower Sackville for some U16 hockey as the Western Rebels in town to take on the Kings Hockey Club. Mike Elliott here, High Button Sports. And the Kings finally make their way back home as the last few weeks have been on the road, coming with a split decision up in St. John last weekend. The Rebels with a great shootout win last weekend here against the Armada, as we get to the starting goaltenders here. They're trying to listen to the timekeeper on the far side. Number 35, Lynch Hudson will be, Hudson Lynch, I got that backwards, before the Western Rebels, and of course 200 feet across from him, number 31, Joseph Saunders. And with the drop of the puck, we are on their way. And these two clubs sitting 5th and 6th, only 2 points separating them here in their regular season standings, with playoffs just a few weeks around the corner. I believe only 5 games left for each of these two squads, as right now the Kings inside the offensive zone, but takes a bounce, and maybe a chance here, maybe a chance for a mini break early, trying to get all alone, walked in, first shot on goal. You're not going to beat the glove of Saunders early. What a chance there for the Rebels of walking in, flying with some speed in that far side. Number 55, Ace Oatway. He's always a fun player to watch every time he's on the ice. And he tested Saunders early, but a little flick of the wrist, flash in the leather. Barely 30 seconds here into the first period. We get the first big save. Now the Kings again looking to set up if they win that draw deep in their own face. They're trying to flick one up here, trying to spring Frazier. Frazier trying to get a step here on the inside. He tries to cut in, trying to use that large frame. He puts one on goal, and Lynch, he's going to turn that aside, making his first puck touch and making a big save. Jackman, what done? Making it look easy again as Lynch, as he pads that to the far boards. They look to hammer one off the high side. Trying to cut in, trying to dance by the D, trying to get by Sideruk. And Sideruk just gets enough of him. If not, Rebels got to walk right in there on the far side, but couldn't quite bring it with them. Now the Kings will look to clear. Does come outside the line. Back here, looking to spin with it is Griffin. They're looking for a change. They just put it back in deep. Chance here. As had a quick look, a little chuckle behind the play as he jumped on the ice there was Noyle, and he kind of toe picked himself, but he's up and okay. Had a smile as the Western Rebels had the puck inside the zone. They're going to shoot a shot from the sharp angle over from the far boards. That's an easy save for the Kings goaltender. Another face-off will be here in the Kings zone. After about a minute 20 gone first period, 2 shots per team. Here comes the Kings with the draw. Here comes Mason Cole. He's going to hit the red line. He's team leading in goals with 11 as he does a little chip and chase as he puts it deep in the zone. He gets there first, goes back to the blue line. Had to catch up to it. Was Corkum. He spins and fires and gets that one on target. But Lynch able to see that, hold on, make the save. As he getting some whistles here to start this one. This is the only game for the Kings this weekend. Rebels will stay here on the mainland as they'll take on the Valley tomorrow up at the old Apple Dome. Looking for a 4-point weekend. Kings looking to win their only game here as they both teams battle from the corner. Rebels going to come up with it. Looking to bring it up ice here. Pinu. He tries to make a move. He tries to get by. And the other referee's arms up. I have a quick look. Looked like the arms might have came up there, and that's what they're going to say is Pinu tried to get by the defender. He stood him up, but the referee's going to say head contact, so we're going to get our first power play of the game, and it's going to go to the Rebels as number 48, Alexander Glover, is going to head to the box for 2 or less. Face-off controlled by the Rebels. They put it into the open corner as Romaine going to give chase. He pins his player off, and a nice play there to hold the line as Pino slides over far side. Look to fake, I'm going to call it a fake shot as he mishandled, but now a chance here is Jackman going to get to speed. Pino trying to get back. Jackman far side shorthanded. He fires one on target. Lynch able to slide that one aside. Rebels will pick up, and they'll look up ice as Callahan right down below us. He's going to leave it. Surratt bringing the puck inside the zone. Surratt trying to dance the D. Can't quite bring it with him. Now deep in the corner, puck pops out. Romaine going to hammer to the far side. That's going to be kept in by Callahan, but second opportunity for the Kings able to knock it out. Now Pino looking to step up Going to bring the puck inside the zone. Up top now, trying to spin and turn. Couldn't fire the puck, but Surratt's going to step up, help him out. Surratt leading the team in points with 44. Has his shot go wide, but Pino's able to hold the line. Takes it to the far side, drops it back to the blue line. Walking, got a hammer shot, get through traffic in front, puck still loose as the rebound comes to the corner. 45 seconds to go here on the power play. Rebels will have to chase it back into their own zone. Looking to set up for another rush here on the power play from behind their own goal. Going to go far side with it. Looking for some room now. Otway can't get by the inside the blue line. He gets stood up and puck gets cleared back out. Maybe a chance here for another rush for the Rebels. About 20 seconds to go. Bringing the puck inside the zone there was Arsenal. He gets pinched off. And the Kings will send the puck back down the length of the ice. Under 10 to go here in the power play as Lynch comes out to play it. As a penalized player will make its way back to the ice surface or back to 5-on-5. But bring the puck inside the zone now is going to be Smallman. He gets here to Otway. Otway trying to get his way through. He's trying to battle, trying to go skate the stick, bring the puck with him. Gets forced to the corner, and the Kings will look up ice. As Corkum spins away from a check, takes it back behind his own goal. Goes to the far side. Salvuta trying to move it up. Bouncing puck. Both teams looking for it. And stepping up is going to be Amiro. Amiro looking for a change. He hits the red line, dumps it in deep. McGilvery moves it to the near corner. Rebels will start to look up ice. Going to flick a high one, but that's going to be a little too high. As it goes up into the ceiling, we'll bring the face-off down in the Rebel zone. The Kings able to kill off the penalty. As they're about just over 4.5 gone now here in the first period. 0-0 hockey game. Shots all even in the 4-piece as we're in the early stages of this one. Face-off will come Trapper side of Lynch. Rebels win the draw, and they bounce off the boards, clear out to center. Romaine picks up, goes far side with it. Hands off. Now Culp bringing inside the line. Culp trying to get through. He gets spun out, and the Rebels will come back the other way. Has a quick look as Hudson puts it in deep. Kings will try again as Glover trying to knock it out. Double tap comes out to center. Now it's going to be picked up by Glover, who hits the red line, dumps it in deep. Rebels pick that pass off and look quickly back the other way. Couldn't quite handle the pass as Cope is back. Now Sideruk looking up ice. Connects with Cole. Cole to the far side. Chisholm couldn't quite make anything happen. Rebels cleared out. Sideruk will try again on his own line. He goes far side. Nobody home as the pass he was looking for. The player had already headed towards the bench. Chance for the Rebels to bring the puck out. Now to try again and to get forced back inside the zone. As Pinu looks to go for a little skate here through neutral ice. He hits the red line for a chip and chase. And that bounce almost came right back to him out front. You got to watch the lively boards here behind both goaltenders. The teams that know this rink know how to use them. And they can take some funny bounces, come right out front. Here's a shot from the blue line with traffic in front. Looking for a deflection, looking for a rebound. But Saunders has it underneath him. Now some pushing and shoving after the whistle, which we expect between these two clubs. We're saying the Kings sitting with a 16-5-4 record. Good enough for fifth right now in the league, but the Rebels right behind them with 34 points, 16-8-2. Looking for a win here today. That shot from Harris from the blue line gets through, but lands in the glove of Saunders, who will hold on. Both teams make some changes. I want to thank everybody for taking some time here this afternoon. Of course, Super Bowl weekend. But High Button has the Super Bowl of hockey going on all weekend, as you got the U15, U16, U18, of course, playoffs getting on their way. At that puck back to the blue line. There's a quick shot. They score! Right from the one upstairs as a loose puck came back to the blue line. And the Rebels get on the board first. It's 1-0. As number 63, Brody Noyle, gonna pop that upstairs. With some traffic in front of Saunders, he's able to get that shot through, puts it right up under the bar. 6:16 gone here. First period. Rebels get the first one. We'll wait for the official goal announcement, of course, from our announcer, Mr. Wade Wild, who's here like he always is. As the Rebels pick that pass off here just outside the blue line, knock it back in deep. Now they're looking for it in the corner right by those Zamboni doors. Put it in behind. Trying to come out of the corner with it now. Trying to find some room. Looking cross ice, trying to drop it. That's going to be picked off as Lemoyne read that perfect. Lemoyne now far side. Looking to bring it in, looking to try to get a step. Going to drop it off. Savuta going to rim it around. Corkum trying to hold the line, stepping in. Rebels going to clear it out. Romaine got to pick it up back in his own zone. Romaine to Corkum now. Corkum back pedals. Looking here for LeBlanc, who had to be careful there as Harris was stepping up to lay the shoulder, but got nothing but ice as he missed on that check. Here's the goal announcement. It was Noyle with the goal. With a shot out front. Save made. Lemoyne picks up the rebound. I try not to talk over the announcer. It's quite loud in here when he speaks, so if you see me get quiet, it's usually when he's speaking. Now the loose puck comes through to Corkum with Slavuta doing a little flyby trying to get a piece of it, but misses on the short side. The Rebels with speed looking to come back the other way. Landon Culp with a good active stick to knock that loose. Now trying to find some room with Grancelli. He can't get anything happening inside the line. The Rebels will hit the right side of the red line, dumping in deep, looking for a change. Otway trying to get there first. Puck bouncing around, but it lands on Corkum's stick and moves over to Culp. Culp now on the far side. He gains the blue line as he chips it in. Pigeon trying to move it along the boards. And the Rebels will start to move up ice. Trying to find some room out through the middle here. With some speed. They hand it over. Chance here. And he's ripping a shot. But it's going to get the Kings goalie right in the old logo. And he makes the save. Makes sure there's no rebound. Force a face-off inside the zone. Shots 8-4 now in favor of the Rebels, who got the first goal here moments ago. Late change there. It's going to be sent back. The Rebels going to get the toss from the draw. And the Kings going to skate up as Frazier, but he can't clear the line. Looking to get some help now from Culp, who makes a play here through the neutral zone. Moves over far side, looking to make a change as Chisholm. Over here now to Frazier. Frazier spins and fires, and that didn't miss by much on the far side as Lynch kind of threw the blocker at it, but did miss wide. Now at the blue line. Another shot towards the Rebels goaltender, and he makes the save. He gets it in the belly. Popped out for a moment, but he gobbles the rebound up quite quickly. Will force another face-off here in the Rebel zone. Face-off now. Blocker side, Rebels control. Stop up in behind the net. Looking to move up ice. They get turned around, so they'll try the opposite side. Amiro going to chip in from the blue line. Put the backhand along the boards, but not much happening there as it comes outside the line. Amiro will try again, but they got to tag up on the offside. Chance here for the Rebels to move up ice. They flipping up ahead. Jacqueline trying to knock that down. Bouncing puck here in front of the Rebels bench. Grancelli trying to find it. Now Lively as well. They knock it in to the corner. Rebels reverse it. Grancelli looking to pick that off, but he overskates the puck. And picked up now by McGilvery. Will start to move at the far side, but Amiro there to hold the line. Puts it to the corner. Grancelli takes a bump as they battle along the boards. There's a shot towards the goal with Lively in front trying to get a stick on it. Lynch able to push that aside, and the Rebels able to clear the zone. Looking to make a change. They dump it right on top of Saunders. He looks up and sees the green and black and gold, and he's going to hold on and force a face-off deep in the zone. I should have a quick mention there on the Kings bench as well as Coach Gregg not in attendance this afternoon as he's waiting to become a grandfather, as his son Dylan is expecting a baby any moment now. Of course, we wish them all the luck as a soon-to-be dad and grandparents for the Kings. As that shot there from the blue line, Lemoyne blocks it and is able to clear it out. A big collision there between Cole and Griffin. Now loose puck Maybe a chance here for the Rebels on the far side. Walking in, can't pull the trigger, but backhand pass out front. Saunders down, nets off, and the whistle's gonna go. Saunders made a save anyway to keep the puck out as he's sprawling from post to post, stretched all out, doing everything he can to keep the puck outside the net. But a giveaway there inside the zone, and a couple opportunities for the Rebels. Would love to double up their lead as they're just over halfway here in this first period. Now along the boards, puck's picked up by Cole. Cole trying to get a step. He turns the Jets on here on the short side. He fires one, rebound, scores! As Cole with the old pad pass from deep in the corner and crashing the goal. It's going to be number 37, Nash Neufeld, tying this thing up at 1. They always say good things happen when you go to the net, and Neufeld sees that firsthand as Cole is flying up here on the short side. Fired one towards the Rebels goaltender who made the save, but he bounced it right out front. And with an empty cage, Neufeld makes no mistake, and we're all tied at 1. LeBlanc now, the touch up. Here's Culp. Culp trying to make a move far side. He spins and turns, pass a bit too far ahead. The Rebels pick it off. They look to move it up ice. Pass goes off a stick now. Amiro got a backhand one in deep. Looking to give chase is Noyle. He scored the goal earlier for the Rebels. Gets back here to the blue line. And Amiro kind of toe-picked himself as he went down a knee, but gets some help from Cole. He fires a shot. There's Culp looking for some room. A nice blocker save from the Rebels goaltender. Puck kept in again and put back into the corner. Noyle again puts it in behind. Here's the goal announcement. Rebels back up ice the other way. Out way. Can't bring the puck with him. Lemoyne and Cole getting the assist marker there on Neufeld's goal, his 4th of the season. And now here comes Corkum. Corkum trying to skate the puck out. He gets just inside the line, puts in deep as he's looking for a change, and the Rebels will look to bring it back the other way. Pass a little bit too far ahead as Glover picks up at his own line. Hands it off to Romaine. Romaine up to the middle for Jackman. Jackman trying a little touch pass to Frazier. That's going to be picked off by Pigeon, who puts it in deep. Now giving chase is Connor Hudson. Takes it to the far corner. Looking for some help. 3 white jerseys, 2 black and green jerseys. Bringing it to the corner. The puck almost gets outside the line. Now Frazier will try again. This one does come outside that the Rebels have to tag up. Chance here now for Romaine. Romaine will look up ice. He's going to flick a high one up as Frazier sprinting his way towards the goal. Frazier trying to dangle a little inside out. Gets taken to the corner. Now he throws a backhand out front that goes to the top of the crease. Spinning and turning is Jackman. And there's one off the post. As another Kings player sitting on the doorstep as Lynch makes the first save. And this time it's Camden Chisholm, but he can't beat the outside of the post. And then the net gets knocked off and the whistle goes. As they're just about 7.5 remaining here in the first period. 1-1 hockey game. Shots now 10-9 in favor of the Rebels. Of course, Kings missing a few players this afternoon as Matthew Thompson is out serving a suspension and Jaden Weston out with an injury. So some key second-year players for the Kings missing in action. As right now they look as Frazier tried to get that pass out front from down low, picked up by the Rebels, and with some speed now, here comes Pino. He gets pinched off by Grancelli as he dumps in deep, and there's Saunders way out to play, and watch out there for the official. And that was high off the boards, but kept in at the blue line. Shot misses wide here on the short side. Lemoyne trying to clear the zone, but able to hold the line was McEwen. Kings will try again. They looked cross ice, a little bit too far for Grancelli. Rebels put it back inside the zone. Kings D-to-D. They look back up ice. Now Sidoruk, as he has a quick look up, hands off to Lively. Lively going to move in the zone. Going to give it to Lemoyne. Lemoyne walks in. He just sidesteps a check as Pino had him all lined up before he could take a shot. Puck kept in the far side. Now battling behind. Rebels come up with it right in front of their own goal, but with some confidence and some speed is Hudson Pino. He hands it off far side, looking for a shot, but Sidoruk just gets a piece of that before the Rebel player could take the shot. Now Harris from the blue line. He's going to fire one. He misses that one well wide, but looking to hold it on the far side, Noyle. And that one looked like it went out of play, and it is. Well, referee had his arm up for a moment, but it just says it went in. We got the short glass here along the boards here at the Old Barn, and it sometimes rides up, goes into the netting. Of course, a huge announcement here not yesterday, but the week ago Friday, with the grant that the old girl is going to get here. $1.3 million from the government. They're going to throw some solar panels up on the roof and hopefully going to generate some much needed revenue and savings for the rink for some much needed upgrades. And I hear a lot of rumors for what's going to be used with that, and hopefully it all comes to fruition. This rink is over 50 years old, as we want it to last another 50 years. As a shot from the blue line. Quick little deflection in front, but Saunders able to read that, gobble up the puck, hold on to it. Under 6 minutes to go here now. First period, 1-1 hockey game. This face-off, 1-4, and the Rebel player sitting right there, trying to go back over front, but it hits a few skates, goes back in behind, but the Rebels have it again. Again trying to go back over front. This time Saunders gets a paddle down and take that pass away. They chip it back to the blue line. Far side, going to hand off along the wall, and they cycle it back down to the corner. Loose handle of it. Now Glover trying to kick it up ahead, and he does. Neufeld, who scored the goal moments ago for the Kings, has it pass go off a skate. Rebels give chase in behind. Rebels with the pressure. The pass out front. Couldn't quite get through. Still loose as Saunders down and gets pushed to the corner. Now Harris from the blue line. Harris walking in, top of the circle, fires one. Pad save. And Harris gets his own rebound as he goes from side to side. Now he hands it off. Up top. Noyle. Harris, quick one time, deflection, and what a save! It looked like he was down and doing the old windmill. Looked like Patrick Waugh from 1993, flashing the leather there. With 5:08 remaining here. First period, highway robbery in tight as a beautiful deflection right in front of Saunders. But a better save, keeping this a 1-1 hockey game. Now behind the net. Along the boards. Savuta looks to move up ice. Now Jackman, the Kings captain, with some speed, looking up through the middle. He fires a shot. It's deflected, goes wide. Now from the corner, both teams looking for a loose puck. Pops out. Picked up. And moved to the blue line, but Sidoruk there to hold it. Now LeBlanc goes cross ice with it. Shot out front as Savuta was looking for a deflection. That misses wide. Now along the short boards here. Savuta again pops it out as he's looking for Jackman, buzzing around the goal. Now a quick pass out Otway with a nice play there. Goes between the legs to be able to deflect that to make sure there's no icing to get that puck in deep. Now the Kings will look to clear out far side. Picked up by Jackman. Jackman goes for a skate. Chips it in. Savuta going to give chase. Jackman trying to catch up to it. Gets as far as the blue line as Romain's there. He spins and fires. Shot doesn't quite get through. Jackman gets down, gets up, fires a shot, and it gets through. But there's Lynch. Able to make a nice save himself as he hadn't seen some shots for a few moments. But he was ready for that one as Jackman got knocked down, got right back up, and was able to fire the shot on net. But Lynch was there and ready. Made the save, covers up. 4:02 remaining here in the first period. Kings get the draw. Miro looks to put it in deep. Both teams look for a loose puck, and it's going to be picked up now from the corner by the Rebels. Nice little play there to cut along the boards with some speed. Trying to gain entry to the line. Does. Stepping up, firing a shot, getting a blocker on that. As Sam Dowling got that through. Now the Kings will look to clear. That's picked off in the corner. Rebels put it to the opposite side. As Amiro and Smallman give battle. Amiro going to come up with it, going to go high off the glass. Kept in for the moment, now it's chipped out. Chance here for a 2-on-1 to shape up here as Lemoyne has it. Lemoyne likes to shoot, and he's going to miss that one high and wide on the short side. Another pass trying to get through. Rebels pick up another one, and now trying to work its way back. Little short pass here. They connect just in front of us as a couple players hit the ice, but it's dumped in deep. Rebels making a change. Jacob Amiro looks to find some room to move it up ice. He's going to hand off to Frazier. Frazier gains the line. Frazier, he likes to shoot. He fires one and tries to get it underneath the leg of Lynch, but he's able to get enough down and hold on as Frazier has that heavy shot, but he can't get it hard enough along the ice to get through. Saves made, forced out the face-off as we're down to 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Try to get them all lined up for the draw. Kings have a quick little shot as Grancelli quick on the draw. Try to find some room there short side, none to be had. We'll redo that draw. Another face-off, one back to Grancelli again, and this time he looks for some room there on that short side. Saves made. This time the rebound picked up, and a little chip and chase as McGregor, though. They're going to say he didn't get the red line. Ooh. That was close. I find, if they get it in stride, they usually give it to him. No argument from the Rebels bench. It was close, but we're up here in the booth. The officials are on the ice. They know better than we do. Icing will be the call. Of course, the Summerside Capitals bus out in the parking lot that the team travels on. But they have to travel a lot. Here we know the two teams from Prince Edward Island. Most of the teams being over here in Nova Scotia, of course. The two now in New Brunswick as well. As that shot from Harris from the blue line that Saunders able to see all the way through, make the save, cover up. Forced on the face-off this time in the King zone. This face-off going straight ahead with it was Corcoran trying to clear it out. He does. It's going to be picked up now by Lively. Lively trying to find some room. Lively going to pull that wide. Look it back, go front. A nice defensive play there to get his stick down. Gets taken down as well. Referee leaves his arm down and had a quick look to see, as we only seen the one penalty so far, that the Rebels were unable to capitalize on. As a weak backhand towards the goal. Gets gloved down. The Rebels will look to move it out. Picked up now by Callahan. He gains entry to the zone. Looking cross ice, he's trying to connect with Surratt. Surratt looks for a loose puck down behind the goal line now. Pass out front, it's a quick one-timer. Saunders able to keep the paddle down as that puck found its way. Now another chance here, and this time whiffing on the shot was Surratt, and the Kings able to clear out to the neutral zone. They look to move it right quick back in. Siderick picks it off. Corcoran looking to spin away from a forecheck. He's going to take it behind his own goal. Stops up, looks to move it up ice. Get some help now from Jackman. Jackman going high off the glass. Picked up by center by Neufeld, who got his lines crossed with Cole. Now Chisholm skates into it. Release it for Cole. Cole going to step up wire one. Looking for what he did earlier. Maybe trying to get that pass off the goaltender again. This time Lynch able to paddle it to the corner, and the Rebels able to clear. Some quick puck movement here. Surratt. Surratt has to get a quick head up there as he tried to chip it inside the zone. And as he gets spun out, he's going to get caught on the wrong side of the blue line. As we have just over a minute to go here in the first period. Offside will be the call. As Surratt looks up and had the conversation with the linesman about the offside call. Face-off controlled here by the Rebels. They'd love to regain their lead here. If they put the puck in deep and they give chase. Glover going to get there first. Takes it to the corner, gets forced back. Now Jackman from behind his own net, looks up ice. He's going to take it out in front. He looks to start to turn it up with some speed as he brings it inside the line. Tries to bring the puck with him, poked it a little bit too far ahead. The Rebels pick it off, and they're going to come back the other way. Here's Otway. Otway hits the red line. Trying to get ahead of a few checks as he put one towards the front of the goal. Kings will look to clear. Bouncing puck does get by Collins at the blue line. He's going to spin back with it. Only 20 seconds to go. Rebels going to chip it in deep as Glover and Otway give chase. Otway going to pick that pass off in the corner, put it back down deep. Now Jackman going to go to the far side. Going to be kept in at the blue line. Going to fire one towards the goal. Doesn't quite make it through. Loose puck now for Smallman. He flips it out front, and as the horn goes, the net was knocked off, but Saunders had to be careful there as the Rebels coming that close right at the bell. As we watch a little pushing and shoving, a couple words there as the teams head their way off the ice. That's going to do it for us here after 20 minutes. Shots 19-13 in favor of the Rebels, but we're all deadlocked at one. We're going to take a quick break here. If that first shows you anything, the second's going to be a fun one. See you right in a few. And welcome back, everyone. We're hearing the music as both teams make their way back to ice level. We'll switch ends as we're all even after one period of play. Rebels leading in the shots on goal 19-13 and had the only power play there of that first period, unable to capitalize. We'll get a fresh sheet of ice. As I said, teams will switch ends and we'll get ready for what should be a fast-paced second period. Referee has his arm up, checking on both goalies with the point, blows the whistle, and we're on their way. It's kind of a scramble draw that the Rebels find. Spin and turn, looking to fire right inside the zone. King's going to fire that one right back up the middle. Going to go off to stick up Savuta, and then LeBlanc picks up. He tries to go with a backhand pass. It was in the skate of the Rebel play for a moment, but the Kings able to bring it inside the zone. Now the Rebels again looking to clear it out. That goes on the back of the skate. And picked up by Romain. Romain trying to break his way through. A nice little back check, but then crashing the goal. And Lynch had to be careful there. The puck was coming close. He able to push his side, but can't clear. Winding one of it, fire one is Lemoyne, but a nice block as it didn't get through as the defender put himself in right way. A nice little sauce pass, and White knocked that down. Partial breaking alone goes to the backhand of Saunders. What a chance by Otway, as he had a chance to start the first period, and then he gets another opportunity here in the second period. But Saunders somehow stretching that left leg. And as I look over on the far side and have a quick look at the referee, and you hear the whistle, as we're just a minute here into the second period, we're going to get a tripping call. And the Kings going to get their first power play opportunity of this afternoon's affair. Looks like it's number 22, Caleb Griffin, for tripping. He's going to serve 2 or less. This face-off picked up by the Kings. On the far side, Amiro trying to walk his way through. Picked up, and nice play there to hold the line with Jackman. That was close, but the official right on the line to see it. Comes back to Jackman again. Jackman trying to go cross ice as Frazier was hollering for it. Frazier trying to get open now. Frazier going to have it knocked off his stick, and they're going to get a race for it, but Frazier going to get back there first. Picks up the last player back in his own zone. Looks to start up ice. Turns the Jets on here through their neutral zone. He goes far side, trying to cut back in, hands out to Cope. Cope turns and fires. And it's loose, and it's in behind. He's getting ready for the whistle to blow, but it got in behind Lynch, and luckily his defenders were able to clear the blue paint. As the Kings moving here again. Now Jackman trying to get a step short side. Jackman spins and turns. Can't get the shot off. He gets it back to Amiro, gets it back. Go down low with it. A minute gone here in the power play. Cope from behind the net. He gets pinched off. The Rebels will look to clear. Fires the blue line out. Amiro just fires one. That misses there on the far side, but the rebound comes up to Jackman, who's chipping in. Jackman trying to get around Hudson. They move things. Now it's Cope. Cope drops off to Amiro. Amiro trying to step in. He gets it knocked off his stick. And Cope has to hustle back. 34 seconds to go in the power play. Jackman looking to find some room through neutral ice as he brings it to the far side. He stops up. Looks for somebody open. Going to take it all the way back to the blue line. Now he's going to give it over to Frazier. Frazier, another puck that's knocked off a stick. And the Rebels this time going to send it all the way down the length of the ice. Only 15 seconds to go. The Kings will have to go fast. They want to take advantage of the rest of this power play. They'll touch up. Here comes Cope. Or sorry, Cole, not Cope. Between Cole and Cope, but it's Mason Cole dumping it in. As the penalized players back on the ice, we're back to 5-on-5. Lemoyne from the far side. He's got to look out front. Quick one time is Savuta. He had to redirect, but he redirected that to a different angle, we'll call it. Either way, he stays out. Corkum holds the line, trying to feed Lemoyne going towards the goal, but the Rebels pick it off, and they're looking to come out the other way. Down below us, Arsenal. Short side, looking for a shot. And he tried to do what Mason Cole did earlier, trying to go off the goalie's pad. But this one comes back to the corner, and now Surrett holds the line. Puts it to the open corner. Corkum looks to pick it up. He moves it up. Lemoyne stops up. Now he hands off to Savuta, who has to go off his stick. Rebels will clear it out. Romain gonna bring it in, but as he takes a bump and have a conversation with Callaghan. And a few Rebels coming over to Romain now, as Romain picked that puck up And as he skated in, offside's going to be the call. Haven't seen too much of the extracurriculars as of yet, but again, still lots of hockey left to be played here this afternoon for that to come. And this team, these two teams, I should say, have had a history over the past. I've been part of this club for a lot of years and seen a lot of things. The faceoff now going to come way back deep. As they're going to say, Romaine was brought in the offside, and his players got stuck in. He didn't have to come inside the zone, but did. Now maybe a chance here for the Rebels, and that pass almost picked off. They go to try to go across ice, but Lively gets a stick on it. Rebels have to wait to get back onside. They put it back in deep. Amiro from the corner. Looks up to the middle, but just fires it to nobody. But Jackman wins the race, so no icing as Lynch came out to play it. Get some help from Pinu now. Oh, they called a penalty on that. Didn't even notice on the far side. That's why Amiro was sent it down like the ice. Romaine got unsportsmanlike as that puck comes outside the line. He must have said a couple things that the referee didn't like, so unsportsmanlike to call to Cade Romaine. Another power play opportunity here for the Rebels, unable to capitalize there in the first period. Like to get their lead back that they had in the first period. From the corner, they put it in behind, trying to set up. They like to go back up top, far side. Little give and go. As Stret can't find any room as he puts it down in deep. Now from in behind the net. Glover trying to find a loose puck. Rebels force it to the corner. They have it. They look out front. Couldn't quite get the pass through, but it comes right back to him. Try to cycle along. Pinu steps in, trying to find some room as Lively steps up on him. Pinu has it again. Hands it off. Short side here for Callaghan. Can't get the shot through. Amiro swinging and miss as he tries to hammer that out. Now from the corner right by the referee's doors. Try and knock the puck loose. 25 seconds remaining here in the power play. The Kings just trying to kill it. Referee out, telling them to move it. Does pop out. Pinu, little sauce pass far side. Looking out front. That one's got to be deflected. And watch out. And that goes up into the netting and actually goes out. And I see a fan giving chase for the puck as it goes all the way to the entryway. I look down the tunnel there below. I see an ex-King who now plays Junior B for the Blazers that are waiting for the bus outside as they make their way down to take on South Shore Lumberjacks here this evening. They played them on Monday night. And, of course, that's Dylan Probert that we're talking about. Now here, again, final seconds of the power play. Flying in and firing a shot there was Gaudette. Saunders makes a save. Rebounds picked up in the corner by Corkum. So back to even strength now. Corkum looks to skate out. Skates to the far side, loose a handle. And you got to be careful. The Rebels collapsing quickly on them in the forecheck. And the Kings having a hard time getting the puck in their own zone. Neufeld moves it up. He's able to connect with Lemoyne. Lemoyne quickly to Savuta. Oh, sorry, that's Sidoruk. Sidoruk could join the rush. Either way, pass out front doesn't make it through. And it's picked off as Otway. Going to chip it up ahead as him and Corkum go to the corner. And Otway looking to come out with it. Gets a one-hand pass out front. Chance on that far side. Save made from Saunders as Gaudette was sitting on the doorstep. Kings able to clear the zone. Otway looking to put it right back in. Rebels got a tag up on the offside. Look for a change as well. Maybe a chance here for the Kings to bring the puck up ice. To the far side. Lemoyne dances away through the middle. He gets just outside the blue line, dumps it in deep, comes to the far side. Rebels will look to clear now. Nice pass here down below us. Arsenal looking for some room on the short side. Can't get a step by Romaine. He clears it up. Now Grancelli. Grancelli made entry to the zone. He can't get by the defender. As both these teams going back and forth here. As Collins tries to find loose puck, Grancelli comes up with it. Grancelli trying to get a step. He fires a shot. Lynch able to pad that aside. Now from in behind. To the corner. Puck pops out. Trying to come up from it is LeBlanc. LeBlanc, one time for Romaine, who hammers one, but hits the wide side of a barn door on that one as he missed everything as he's hit pretty in close. Now Romaine will try again. Romaine moves it over. There's a shot from Glover that gets through, that Lynch makes the save. Romain trying to hold the line. It pops out. Rebels trying to move up to the neutral zone to hit the red line. Going to put that right in on Saunders as they're looking to make a change. Now Glover. Glover stops up as he looks up ice. Far side, LeBlanc going to go high and hard off the boards. Comes outside, picked up by Culp. Culp trying to get inside the line. He gets stopped up. Rebels trying to clear it out. Picked up now by McEwen, who can't make anything happen, and back the other way. Here comes Glover. Glover going to dump it in deep. Kings making a change. Rebels looking to skate up, looking for some room as Collins hits the red line, dumps it in deep. Corcoran gets there for the Kings and has to go off his stick, and they look for a loose puck as Saunders down. And on the doorstep there was McEwen whacking away at a loose puck, but Saunders able to ice it and hold on, freeze it, I should say, on the side of his goal mouth. Force a face-off inside his zone. 8.5 pretty well gone here now. Second period, still all tied at 1. Shots 25-19 in favor of the Rebels. As the Kings get the draw, put it behind their own net. They're going to try the opposite side now. They get turned back. Here's Amiro. He's going to give it to Frazier. He tries to chip one. Stopped at the line. Put it right on Saunders. He's going to play it for Amiro. Amiro goes off the board. He's going to land on Frazier's stick again and loses it again. And getting some help as the Rebels looking around here. They put it back in deep. Frazier this time going to go high off the glass. But McGilvery there to hold it in. It's in the skate there, trying to knock it loose as Corcoran loses a stick. Puck pops out, and now it's Amiro. Trying to put one up there to Savuta, who was looking for an errant pass. Now Pinu picks up a loose puck. Pinu trying to bring it through. He goes to the far side. Amiro steps up. Can't make anything happen, and the Kings trying to go back the other way. They can't make anything happen, and Surratt puts it inside the zone. Puck goes from corner to corner. Surratt and Corcoran give chase. Surratt gets there first, pokes it deep. Then the Kings spin around and find it. Now Savuta, he takes a bump as he leaves it for Amiro. Goes off the boards, but it's kept in as firing that one towards the goal was McGilvery. That Saunders able to pad aside. Now Jackman finds a loose puck. He looks up for Frazier. Frazier still looking for it. Spins it, turns, finds it. That Frazier spins and finds, scores! As he couldn't find the puck as he looked shoulder to shoulder, then all of a sudden it lands on his stick. And he finds some room as he goes back low side, far side. Gives the Kings their first lead of the hockey game. As number 12, Ben Frazier, as he reached the halfway mark here of the second period. We'll wait for the official goal announcement, of course. I got Jackman to Frazier, making it 2-1. So bring it back to center. Kings will look to move the puck up ice from their own zone. They chip it inside the zone. As Noyle gives chase, trying to get ahead of Chisholm, then he flicks one up into the netting and out of play. Not hearing any assist marker. They're going to call it unassisted, but Jackman did make that pass up there, and Frazier did the rest to get the Kings a 2-1 lead. And here's the Rebels at their own blue line, trying to set something up. Pass up through the middle, almost picked off, but it lands on the stick of Callahan as he loses the handle inside the line. Kings will look to clear. Bouncing puck does come out. Noyle going to give chase to the far side. Going to backhand one deep. Teammates tag up on the offside. Saunders going to leave it here for Romain. Cade Romain going to lose the handle in the corner. Rebels pick it off. Romain sprawling out, trying to take that pass away. Now the pass up top. Walking in from the blue line. Looking for some room. Looking to take it all the way around. There was McGregor. He's going to hand it back to the far side. And that's going to take a bounce. Now we're going to get a race for it. As Cole flying up there. Cole looking for a loose puck. As he got knocked down, but got right back up was Harris. And he moves the puck up. Now drop pass inside the line. Top of the circle. Fired a shot. Misses. Rebound. They score! As it missed on the far side, but then crashed in the goal as Saunders couldn't quite get in position. And just getting enough of it is the Rebels captain. And it's going to be number 18, Ben McGregor. So right after the Kings score, take the lead. Rebels come right back up, and we're tied again. 2-2. Shots 28-20 in favor of the Rebels. So a shot from the far side misses the net, but I mentioned earlier, takes those funny bounces off those back boards. That one comes right out front, and Saunders well out of position. And McGregor just gets enough of it to roll it, kind of like a puck on edge. And Culp using his head there to block the dump in as they had to go off the helmet. Then he misses the check, and he hears some cheers and jeers from his teammates as the Rebels look to bring the puck inside the line. Otway, he's always so crafty with the puck. Pass out front, doesn't connect, but walking in, fire one, but firing that one well high was Griffin. And now here on the short side, the puck's going to roll up the glass and up into the netting and go out of play. About 8:20 remaining here in the period. It was Ben McGregor, number 18, his second of the season. As McGilvery, he's able to get a shot through, another save, or redo that face-off down low as Saunders covers up. If you're listening to the goal announcement. On the draw, Kings come up with it. Amiro going to flip to the far side, but able to hold the line was Pigeon. Puck put back in deep. Glover looking for a loose puck. Trying to get a stick on it. He battled hard there with Smallman. Kings will try the other side. Amiro looking up ice. Hits the red line, puts it to the open corner. As Neufeld was looking for it. Chisholm as well. Rebels find it up. They put it in deep. They give chase. They put it down deep. Amiro tries to move it back along the wall here for Frazier. Frazier up to Jackman. Jackman looks to go for a skate. Jackman can't find any room just outside the blue line. Rebels will move it up ahead. Now Glover. Back to Amiro. Amiro again hits the red line. Backhands one in deep. And you can hear somebody say, whoa, 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 whoa. It looked like he got the red line. See if there's a conversation here, where they bring it to center or not. And no conversation, so again, icing will be the call. Small conversation with Frazier with the official. He shakes him off, so icing charge to the Kings. Scramble draws. The skates of the official are going to be picked up now by Glover. Stops up behind his own net. Looks up ice, that pass going to be picked off, kept in. And then the Rebels going to give it right back. And then the Kings give it right back as Otway, ever so dangerous, can't quite make anything happen. Puck slides outside the line. Rebels have to tag up. Chance for the Kings to move it up. Amiro does move the puck up ahead. And they're going to fire that one in from well outside the blue line, but it's going to come right on top of Lynch. And he looks up, sees a white jersey. He's going to hold on. And look at the face-off in the Rebel zone. I said earlier, this is the only game on the docket this weekend for the Kings. Rebels will play again tomorrow up in the Valley. As I mentioned, only a few weeks left before playoffs. And the way this league has been pairing up, it should be interesting to see the matchups to get to the team's provincials. At the loose puck in the corner now. In behind the net, both teams battle for it. Rebels going to come up with it. Pinu up to Otway. Otway trying to get a step. He loses the handle. Puck comes inside the zone. Is in the skates. Kings knock it back out. Noyle tries to put it back in. LeBlanc picks that off. He tries to chip it up ahead. Rebels turn him back. Look to bring it inside the zone. Looking for a shot. Takes a shot as McEwen gets that one on target. Saunders pads that aside, and the Kings will look to clear. Sitter at the far side, trying to connect over with LeBlanc. LeBlanc trying to get a step. LeBlanc drop pass, walking in, fire! One is Lemoyne! And that's going to get through. Looked like it was partially deflected. Either way, Lynch going to get a piece of it as well, knock it up into the netting and out of play. 6 minutes remaining here now in the second period. 2-2 hockey game. Shots 30-22 in favor of the Rebels. Rebels get the drop. from the corner. They start to look up ice. Trying to find some room. A little pass up here through the middle. A little bit too hot for Cadet to handle. Kings will try to bring it back the other way. They hand it back. Romaine trying to go here quickly as Neufeld trying to get loose. Be able to get to the corner. And Cole picks that pass off. He tried to fire one out front. Rebels take that away. Now they look up ice, trying to get a step in behind, but Glover able to get back as he almost got open in behind. That pass out front. It does get through the backside, but Romaine just gets enough of it to knock that loose, and another puck that's going to go up into the netting out of play. Forced a whistle. Face-off will stay in the Kings zone. 5:24 remaining second period. On the draw, it comes to the corner. Rebels look to force it in behind. Now looking back out front. Couldn't quite get the pass through. It comes to the half boards. Kings able to clear. Noy able to move it up ahead. Forcing Romaine to pick it up back deep in his own zone. He goes far side. Now it's hand off to Cole. Cole going to get back to Cope. Cope with a backhand. First one through. And the first save made. And the rebound is clear. But now Romaine holds the line. He fires another one through. Rebound's loose. And that goes out the other side of the net. As Cole had to land on a stick. And he usually don't miss those with those opportunities. As he had a sharp angle. And he's going to put that one off the wrong side of the netting. The Kings will start to move it up again here. Quick pass now Romaine. Romaine who's joined the rush. Romaine going to flick one like it's deflected. That's going to come right on top of the Rebels goaltender as you watch it drop in. Keeping an eye on that one. But Lynch is going to hold on, make the save. Face-off coming to the blocker side of the Rebels goaltender. It's in the feet. Both teams look for it. Pops up here to Amiro. Amiro walks the line as he has a quick look for the traffic in front. There's a redirect that Lynch had to be careful with, but he's able to see it, make the save, and cover up a rebound. Force another face-off now in the Rebel zone. This face-off controlled again by the Kings. Amiro this time hands off to Corkum. Corkum being contested with it. He hands it down. Now the referee's arms up as Amiro gets the pass, shots through, and as the Rebels touch, I think we're going to get a slashing call. I did see the stick knocked out of Corkum's hands, so slashing will be the call, and it's going to be charged to number 44, Caleb Smallman. So power play opportunity here for the Kings as we get to the later stages here, second period. So looking to regain their lead that they had for a moment here in the second. As the official trying to get them all lined up, drops the puck. Kings control. Here's Corkum. Hands it off here. Slavuta looking for a deflection. Forgets it as Romaine gets a stick on it. Lynch able to make that save in the short side and pass out to Corkum. It's on the wrong side of the blue line, so Corkum will have to bring it back to reset. Kings dumping in. Romaine's going to give chase. Corkum looking to chip in from the blue line. The Rebels trying to whack at it. They do knock it out. Cole, who was covering, able to get there first, move over the far side. They announce a slashing call as Lemoyne brings the puck in. Going to leave it, but Rebels read that perfectly, and they're going to clear it out. Never get a race for it as Corkum tries to get down there ahead of Hudson. Now to the far side. Cole able to get the red line, dumps it in deep. Romaine gets there first from the corner. Romaine pops it out. Corkum over to Lemoyne. Lemoyne looks to give it back, and another pass almost picked off. It does get through. Corkum puts it down low. Romaine trying to chip it back out front. Lands in the corner. Romaine now behind the goal line. Looking out front. Goes far side with it. Cole goes back in behind. Look for Romaine. Slavuta steps in there. Romaine tries to go out front. Rebels read that off. They're going to send the puck down the length of the ice. 35 seconds to go here on the power play. Saunders out to play it. Going to leave for Lemoyne. Lemoyne going to turn up as he turns the Jets on, looking to bring the puck up ice. He makes a few dangles, and Slavuta puts it in, but it's going to be right in on a Rebel stick, and they're going to clear the zone. Now only 17 seconds remaining Demiro will have to go quick if he wants to take advantage of the rest of this power play. He stops up behind his own goal. Looks to bring the puck up ice. Gonna go for a skate now as he just hits the red line as he dumps it in deep. A penalized player out of the box, back to 5-on-5. Jackman brings it off the half wall. Jackman trying to get to it with a forehand, rips a shot, and staying with it with his Lynch as he's able to blocker that aside. 2 minutes ago now here in the second. Rebels looking to clear it out, looking to feed off that penalty kill as they try to get the puck inside the zone. That one's going to be picked off by Culp. Culp with a dandy little move as he brings the puck outside his own line. But then he's got to lose the handle far side, and the Rebels will clear it out. Stopped here by Frazier at center. He's going to wait for everybody to get back on side. He's going to dump it in deep. You can see that bounce right off that backboard. It's going to LeBlanc, fresh off the bench. LeBlanc with the backhand pass out front. That goes through the blue paint. Now McGilvery. McGilvery dances his way to the far side. He gets forced to the corner. McGilvery now in behind, trying to force that puck out front. Gets some help from Pinu. Pinu going to chip back here to Otway. Otway walks in. Otway steps up, fires a shot. It's off the glove of Saunders. Looks like it was going to go over the net, and Saunders did help it go over the net as it stays out. As we're almost at it last minute here in the second, the little backdoor pass as Otway had some heat on that one. And his teammate couldn't quite handle it, but he has it in behind the net. As they look to come out front, Pinu from the corner. He goes cross ice, couldn't quite get that pass down. Now from the opposite corner. Again, walking in, fire shot. That goes off his teammate as Pinu gets taken down. He got that shot quite high in the head, neck, shoulder area, but it looks like he's okay as he skates to the bench. As Lynch is out to play that. That's going to be picked up by Neufeld. Neufeld trying to leave it for Sidoruk. But Pigeon going to go to the far side. Romain trying to hold the line. Romain trying to put it back in deep. Under 30 seconds ago. Here in this second, they're trying to kick it loose. The Romain trying to kick that puck. That's like a soccer kick going on there, trying to knock that puck loose. You gotta be careful. You don't want to have too many kicking actions there. But play continues as the Rebels do bring the puck out. And as they touch up, he got spun away. Now some conversations as Grancelli didn't like Outways. And now, of course, Romain buzzing around, looking for some action. Looks like the official's going to let that go with about 11 seconds left on the clock. Here in second period, offside charge to the Rebels. We're going to face off now right in front of the penalty box. This draw, maybe a chance here for the Rebels as they look to try to bring it in. It's going to come out, and as they knock it back in, they're offside. That will pretty well do it here for the second frame. As the horn goes, they're all tied at 2 after 2. Shots on goal, 31-29 in favor of the Rebels. We're going to take a short break here. These first 2 periods have been fun. What was the extra hockey here this afternoon? We'll have 20 minutes up on the clock to decide that one. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. We'll see you right in a few. And we are back. Third period action just getting ready to get on their way. Mike Elliott back here at High Button Sports, and we got a game here this afternoon at the Old Barn here at the Sackville Arena. 2-2. We're all tied up after 40 minutes, and shots pretty close as well, 31-29 in favor of the Rebels. This game has seen a little bit of everything, and I'm sure this third period is going to be no different. It's exactly what we expected it would be between these two clubs. Of course, sitting fifth and sixth with 2 points separating them as we're getting to these later stages of these games here for the schedule. You see a couple of late Kings trying to make their way to the bench as they drop the puck. The play continues. Then one sent down the length of the ice. That's going to come right on top of Lynch. And he's going to play it. He's going to leave that for McGilvery. He puts it to the corner. Jackman trying to get there first. Jackman going to hammer that back to the blue line and firing a shot on goal was Romaine. And that stays out. And Romaine's going to get it back to him. This time, Lynch is going to get it with the glove, and he's going to hold on. So a quick start here to the third period with the Kings buzzing around the Rebels' goal. But Lynch there to hold on, forcing the face-off. Rebels will make a full line change here now. On the face-off, Kings control. Quick shot there as that face-off came right back to Mason Cole. He fires one on goal. Lynch to the side. Now Romaine with a one-time. He fires one. That's going to be a blocker saving. He picked up by the Rebels. I see one stick way up high. Didn't make any contact with it, but I always laugh when these players get their sticks way over their shoulders. As the Kings put it right back in and almost stopped up. Iced a little wet there as Dave left a little too much water behind the goal. Rebels trying to turn up again from the corner. They do chip one up ahead and getting knocked down. I had a quick look at the referee, and Surrett has a look at the referee as well and let him know what he thinks of the non-call. Puck just inside the Kings blue line now. They're going to get picked up by Sidorook. Sidorook trying to dance his way through the center. Had to reach back. He had to be careful as his teammates were making a change, but he does get in deep. Maybe a chance here for the Rebels to move it up. He's going to go here to Surrett. Surrett, touch pass. And then forced to the far side by Callahan. As trying to find it there was Cadet. Couldn't quite bring the puck in the zone. Now Lemoyne. Lemoyne looking to turn up. He finds a lane here through the middle. He fires a shot, and a quick reaction there from Lynch as he's able to get a puck. And then a deflection as Lynch made that first save with a blocker. They came to the far side and then fired one towards the goal that was deflected right in front of Lynch, but it was up into the netting and out of play. Pretty well a minute 40 gone here in the third period. Kings coming out with all cylinders trying to get their lead back. This face-off on back to Frazier. Frazier trying to pull it to the forehand. Shot gets through but misses wide. Forced to the corner now. Lemoyne with a little reverse hit, and then he goes along the boards, but the referee's arms up. And I think he's going to get called for head contact on that reverse hit. Looks like the shoulder did come up. Now let's see if it's 2 or 4. So in a power play opportunity after the Kings come out flying to start the third, Rebels going to get a chance on the power play. 2 minutes up on the clock. Ethan Lemoyne, number 92, in the box for the Kings. As he went to the wrong penalty box as he had to jump to the other one. You see the backup goalie sitting between the bench and the penalty box there as well for the Kings. As Otway's going to get the toss from the draw. This face-off in the skates forced to the corner, and Otway's going to pick it up. He takes in behind, gives chase. Going to take it all the way to the corner now. Ace Otway looking to set up, pass far side. They're trying to make things happen all the way around. Couldn't quite get a shooting lane. They're going to give it back to Otway, who's covering at the blue line. But he's going to lose the handle. Now here comes Amiro. Amiro short-handed. He's got to chip and chase. And trying to get there first, in behind the goal line. Now he's going to spin up, trying to kill some more climb on this penalty kill. Now the Rebels have it. But losing the handle was Pigeon. And down there is Lively now. Lively has a quick look. He can't make anything happen. It's picked off here from LeBlanc, trying to force the Rebels in deep. As about 50 seconds tick off the penalty. And a collision there as Corkum takes a bump from Otway as he puts the puck in deep. And the Rebels look to reset again from inside their own zone. Look to bring the puck up ice. Trying to cut through the far side is Joe Arsenal. Takes it to the corner. Has a deal with Romain, who can't clear the zone. Rebels have it all the way behind the net. Thought I might saw reverse Michigan there for a second. He walks up here on the short side, gets a couple whacks at it, but there's Saunders able to hold his post. Makes the first save and the second one as well on the rebound and able to hold on. The save's made, forcing the face-off. On this draw here now, comes to the boards, both teams battling. And the Rebels able to keep it in. Now a chance here, rolling puck comes right in, the old knuckle puck that Saunders is able to turn aside. Now up top, Pinu hands it off, walked in, another shot, Saunders down, diving out and covering it up. With 22 seconds left on the power play, 3.5 gone here, third period. So far, the Kings able to keep the Rebels at bay here on the power play. Shots all even, 35 apiece now. Face off one back. Picked up by Sidoruk. He looks like trying to freeze it along the boards, trying to kill to the rest of the time here on the clock, but it does pop out. Rebels have it from the corner. Looking to walk out. It's up top, moved over, stepped in, fired a shot, but blocking that one and feeling it as well as Amiro as he puts his body in harm's way to look to protect his goalie as a penalized player steps back on the ice. Or back to 5-on-5. Rebels trying to come off the half wall with it. Now from the corner, looking out front, goes off his skate, lands in behind. Amiro looks to reverse it and almost gives it right to the Rebels. They do. Now trying to come out front with it. The second one's picked off. Now a chance here. Rebels making a change. Picking it up on the far side was Grancelli. He fires a shot. That's going to miss the target. And the Rebels going to pick it up as McEwen takes a bump and now firing a shot here from the short side. That misses wide, but kept in the far blue line. But the Kings look to bring it up. They can't clear the zone. Sauce pass over. Surratt walks in. He fires a shot. Another unblocked. There's going to be a few marks here on Amiro after this shift. Now from the blue line, hammering one, but checking his stick on that one. That took a weird angle, and now it's going to be up into the netting and had a play. Quite the sequence of plays. You see Jacob Amiro, number 8 for the Kings, skating off, and he is in some discomfort. Mom's going to have to get the ice pack ready for him this evening. This face-off, scramble draw. Both teams look like the Rebels have it back at the blue line now. Able to hold the line as the Kings were calling for it to come out. But the officials right there say it was in. And then it would have been touched by high stick, but the Rebels touch it, so high stick waved off. As now just below us. Trying to walk in, trying to find some room, stops up. Looking cross ice, moves it over, past a little bit too far as Collins was sneaking in the backside. Now a shot from the blue line misses. Rebound comes right up to Hudson, who tries to go cross ice. There's a shot, and going to rip that one high. It might have been deflected as well. Either way, Rebels with some pressure here now in the offensive zone in this shift. But the Kings do force it out. Rebels put it back in, but getting caught on the wrong side of the blue line as the puck was knocked in, and offside will be the call. Face off now, far side. Kings look to move it up ahead. And that's going to hit a glove on the Kings bench, and we'll get another face off. Face off now in front of the penalty box. Both teams whack away at it, comes out to center. It's going to be picked up by Amiro. Amiro had that quick rest, but he's okay as he fires the puck in deep. Pops out back to the far blue line for Corkum. Corkum going to hand it off, trying to connect there with Culp. Now some help from Frazier, fires in on goal. Saves made, rebounds picked up by the Rebels, and they're coming out with some partial numbers. They chip it up ahead, trying to catch up to it is McGregor. A little bit too far for him. As it comes in the zone. Now it's going to be picked up by Frazier. Ben Frazier looking up on the far side. Frazier takes it to the corner, takes a shot from a sharp angle, Saves made, rebound. That's spinning and turning, and that doesn't get through. Rebels will look to clear, but it's kept in. Culp trying to find it. Now coming up is Corkum. Corkum going to cycle it down low here for Frazier. Frazier trying to go out front. trying to connect with Chisholm. Gets deflected to the opposite corner. Rebels going to flip it up high. Going to take a bounce. Icing's waved off. Both teams give chase for it. Getting there first, so it's going to be McEwen. He takes a bump from Corcoran. They're all tied up. The official right there as well. As both players had a little hold of each other. Play continues. Kings flicking up towards center. It's in the skate. And LeBlanc takes a bump. And you can hear the Kings bench looking for a call. They are not going to get it. As LeBlanc got held up enough. Might be looking for an interference call. Either play call continues. McEwen brings it inside the line, loses the handle. Now Neufeld picks it up. Neufeld trying to make the pass over. That hits a skate. Kings will have to tag up on the offside. Chance here for the Rebels to look up ice. Rebels. Passed up through the middle, right on the tape, but can't bring the puck with them. As Hudson trying to make a move. Now along the boards. Doesn't get out. As the Rebels able to put it back in deep. So Vuta puts it to the corner here for Romain. Romain leads it for LeBlanc. LeBlanc takes a bump as Romain back to help. He flicks a high one up through center. Picked up just down below us. It's in the skates. Found here from Jackman. Jackman, little chip and chase as he tried to get there first. As he spins and turns, tries to fire one back. Rebels pick that off. They clear the zone. Lively. As the Kings move it up quickly on the other side. Sorry, it's quiet here. You can hear a couple of players on the bench of the Rebels with some frustration. Now the referee's arms have been behind. And they're going to call it tripping. I don't know about that one, folks. I'll let you guys at home be the judge on that far side. But number 77, Ty Collins, going to be charged for the trip as they're at 8 minutes gone here in the third period. Kings got ahead on the power play. And they're going to control the faceoff. They're both to try to set things up. And there's a shot that gets through. The Lynch makes a save. Rebound comes to the corner. Rebels will try to clear. And it gets by a few sticks of the Kings reaching out, trying to hold that line. Now the Kings will look to set up from their own zone. Lemoyne going to bring it up in front of his own bench. He's going to rim it around. And Romain trying to get down there first. He's going to leave for Cole. Cole puts it down deep. They take that bounce. The Rebels going to pick it off. They try to set it up. Cole holds the line. He's got to sprint and fire. That hits the body in front. Romain spins and turns. He tries to give it back to the blue line, but nobody home. 40 seconds tick off on the power play. Corkum will hand it off. Savuta trying to find some room. Savuta walks in. He finds a shot. And Lynch gets a piece of that on the far side. Now Lemoyne trying to hold the line. Rebels able to clear. Corkum going to give it back to Mason Cole, last player back in his own zone. He looks up ice. He looks to find some room as he one into the corner. Looks to put it in behind. Savuta. Quick pass out front is flying in was Glover, but pass is picked off by Callaghan. He sent it down the length of the ice. 35 seconds to go here in the power play. And here comes Lemoyne. Lemoyne trying to find some room. He drags it to the far side, take it deep to the corner. Ethan Lemoyne's still with it. He tried to shovel one to the front. Savuta picks up in the corner though. Looking to come back here to the blue line. Amiro. Now to Frazier. Frazier, you know, he likes to shoot it. He fires one. And that's going to go high up off the glass into the netting and out of play. 9 seconds remaining on the power plays. We reach the halfway mark here of the third period. Face off now coming blocker side of the Rebels goaltender. And then another quick whistle. As right off the draw that goes out of play. They'll redo that draw. As the penalized player gets ready to step out of the box. Rebels trying to clear the zone. Frazier there to put it back to the corner. Now the Rebels will pick it up. They're back to 5-on-5, even strength. As looking to spin away there is Harris. Now he hands it along the boards. Rebels, Oatway, trying to get inside the zone. Get some help from Pino, who puts it down in deep. Now puck almost popped out front as everybody kind of paused for the moment. Kings can't clear. Glover gives chase to the far side. They try to find a loose puck. Jackman going to go high and hard off the glass. It went off a glove, so icing's waved off. And the Rebels will pick it up and look to bring it out. Trying to get by Sidoruk at the line. That goes off the skate and then shot's blocked. Puck's in behind. Rebels still with it. On the backhand now. Back here to the blue line. Quick shot. It gets through with traffic in front. And a nice little snapper there from Griffin. And he's going to do it again. This time the wrist shot. It's going to get right in the old breadbasket of Saunders. With under 9 minutes to go here now in the third period. Saunders able to hold on, make the save. And we'll get a face-off deep in the King zone. Still all tied at 2. Shots 37-36. We're pretty well as even as you can be here in this game. And the Rebels able to keep it in. They're trying to change that with a sharp angle shot that Saunders able to get the piece of. Comes to the far side. Both teams whack away at it. Now in behind, Corcoran looking for a loose puck. Corcoran spins off a check as he goes along the boards looking for Neufeld. He loses the handle. The Rebels trying to force it back in deep at the blue line. Quick shot towards the goal that misses wide. And again, here's Harris. Hold the whole line. Pass out front. All alone. It can't quite with a rolling puck. He tried to go forehand, backhand, but couldn't quite put it on target. It had it roll off the toe of his stick. Now the Kings try to clear, but it lands right on Harris' stick. Harris walks in. He's got a hammer one. And it hits the glove of Saunders and pops loose. And the rebound's picked up and put to the corner by the Kings. But picking it up was Gaudette. And a chance in front from Callahan, but he puts it wide. Kings get stuck in their own zone again if they can't clear. Pass out front. Corcoran picks it off. Now he looks to move it up. The Kings able to get inside the Rebel zone. They spin and turn, looking to clear it back out. Kings trying to get a partial change in. Rebels move it up. Callahan holds the line. Moves over to the high slot. There's a shot, but Glover gets a piece of that. Now it's picked up by Romaine. Romaine looks to flick a high one. That's going to be gloved down at center as Lemoyne looked for a loose puck. Now Lively, who was heading to the bench, had the puck land on his stick. Luckily nobody for the Kings had jumped the boards. Rebels have it. Let's McEwen try to go cross ice. Chisholm almost picks a pass off. Second attempt, he's able to get inside the zone. They're trying to put it down in deep. Now to the far side. Rebels holding the line, fire one on Saunders, makes a save, rebounds picked up, going off the boards. That's going to get by Pigeon, and icing's waved off as Cole flying in there. And Lynch out to play it as he puts it to the corner. Now it's picked up by Pigeon, who moves it up to McEwen. Hands it over to McGregor. They're trying to get these pucks that's bouncing around on them. It comes loose. And they try to fire that one towards the goal. It's going to go wide. Not cleared out. Another shot towards Saunders that gets a save. And he's able to block that to the corner. Rebels with all kinds of pressure here to get to the later stages of this third period. Romaine picks the pocket. Now he starts to break out far side. Gets as far as the blue line, but not out. Now Chisholm going to try his luck. And he's able to get a bouncing puck. But the Rebels right there to turn it back up through the neutral zone and inside the blue line. Trying to get a step here short side. The Kings looking to clear. And we're going to get a whistle as offside will be the call. The rolling, bouncing, bobbly puck goes to get to Kings here with just over 6 minutes remaining here in the third period. Or should we say regulation? Still 6:03 before we get to that. On the draw, Rebels have it. Look to move it over. They look to chip it up. Goes by Corkum, and it's going to come right on top of Saunders. And he looks up, sees a few green and black jerseys, so he elects to hold on, forcing another face-off inside the zone. I realize it's a little chilly here in the old barn. My clock kept running as the fingers a little cold. Sometimes pushing the buttons doesn't work, but here comes Amiro. Amiro looked like he was flying up with some speed. But he puts that puck a little bit too far ahead. And we'll force a face-off here. 5:43 remaining now in the third period. Face-off will stay in the Rebel zone. This face-off controlled by the Rebels as they clear it onto the far side. A race for it. Corcoran going to get there first as he looks to move it up. This one not going to touch his stick, and the Rebels will get there first, and icing will be charged to the Kings. 5.5 remaining here now, third period. Face-off will come back in the Kings zone. This face-off won back by the Kings. They're rimming around here to the near side. Picked up by Grancelli. Grancelli looking to chip it up ahead. This one's going to come on top of Lynch. He plays it. Would have been close to icing. Either way, Lynch plays the puck to the corner. Rebels looking to clear. It's picked up by Salvuta. Salvuta trying to spin off in the corner. Now it's up to Grancelli. Grancelli looking cross ice. That's going to go off his skate. And that was almost red perfect, but it is kept in for the moment. As the Rebels poking away at it. As Pinu picks it up. He moves it up ahead far side. Picked up now by McGregor. McGregor puts the brakes on, trying to come out of the corner with it. Jackman back to help. He's able to pick up a loose puck, clear the zone. Rebels looking to hammer it right back in. Now Romaine. Cade Romaine has a look. He gets out to Jackman. Jordan Jackman looking to gain the line. Takes it to the corner, looking out front. Puts the brakes on, trying to stop on a dime there. Gets some help from Romaine, who has joined the rush. Rebels trying to clear, but it's picked up by Romaine with some help from Grancelli. Grancelli's stick all tied up in Pinu there. And look at the referee, but play continues. There's a CNI shot that gets through, and good positioning. The goaltender will tell you there as Lynch makes that save. Grancelli going to put one in deep as he's looking for a change. Rebels looking to move it up. Here's Surrett. Going to flick one to the open side. Amiro looking to pick it up as we're almost under 4 minutes ago here now in the third period. LeBlanc trying to pick it up along the boards. LeBlanc all tied up as the puck comes outside the line. Callahan looking for it, and it pops here to Surrett. The ever-dangerous Surrett. Team leading in points with 44 coming into today's game. Fires a shot from a sharp angle. Goes out the paddle of Saunders. Now in the corner, both teams looking to battle. Loose puck now. Sidoric goes to the far side with it. Kept in at the blue line, though. Now deep from below the goal line. Looking to come out front, trying to find somebody open. Going to go back to the blue line with it. Goes cross ice, stays onside. Pigeon, he's got a far shot. There's a deflection of what a save on the redirect. It's just getting that with a piece of the blocker right in front of Saunders to keep that puck out somehow. You, the fans beside me, they were excited. That looked like it was a beautiful deflection, but another better save as both these goalies have done their parts for their respective squads. Now the Kings. Makes a move from the corner as Culp. He's going to look to bring the puck up ice now. Right in front of his own bench. Landon Culp as he tries to fire one in, but whiffs on it. Now here comes the Rebels quickly back the other way. Trying to break wide. Trying to get a sidestep is McEwen. And he gets taken down to the corner. Puck from the blue line. The shot from Harris gets through. Saunders paddles to the side. Rebounds gobbled up here by the Rebels. We're all over the puck here in the later stages of this third period. Another shot from Harris from the blue line. Misses short side. Then takes a funny bounce. Comes right out the other side. And a shot as Saunders had to slide over. It's loose and that one goes off the O side of the net. Rebels coming that close. And the Kings still can't clear. And it's kept into the blue line. Another chance there on that far side. Saunders able to hold his post, keep it out. Now here along the boards. Trying to skate out of the scrum with it. Kings going to get that one high and hard off the boards. They're looking to make a change. Rebels trying to go quickly back up ice, trying to take advantage of said change. As Otway has it. Otway trying to dance his way inside the blue line. Not much room he had there. Hudson trying to help him out. Pops out. Now it's Frazier. Frazier trying to find some room. Frazier far side. Frazier rips the shot. That's going to be deflected. And it's up to the netting and out of play. 1:40 remaining here now. Third period. Face-off will stay in the Rebel zone. Then last weekend the Rebels went to extra time and shootout where they came out victorious. What will we see here this afternoon? Face-off to the half wall. Both teams collapse quickly on it. Rebels come up with it. Pass it back to their D. Looked up ice. Now down below us. Couple whacks at it and able to get in deep is Smallman. Far side from deep in the corner. Now below the goal line. Spinning back to the blue line. Quick pass over. Line up with the one-time Noel, who scored the first goal of this hockey game. Got the shot through. Didn't get as much as he wanted on it, but hey, a shot on net's a shot on net. Now it's picked up by Corkum. Corkum sees Lemoyne behind the play. Lemoyne trying to give it back to him as Corkum had joined the rush. Now it's picked off by Frazier. Frazier walks in. He fires a shot. That's another one deflected up high. This one goes high off the glass and stays in. And a big reverse check there in the corner, but the puck pops out and the Rebels have it. Looking to bring the puck inside. He's going to fire that one right on Saunders. He's going to play it. That's picked up by Romaine. Romaine almost gets his pocket picked in the corner. Now Corkum there to help. He's going to give it back to Romaine. 40 seconds to go. Romaine going to flick a high one up. Not clear from the zone. Held at the blue line. Moves it over. And firing a shot. And Corkum gets a stick down as he's trying to go backdoor with that pass. Now the Kings, again, can't clear the zone. Third time, though, they finally get out. Now Frazier from the far side, 20 seconds. He's looking for a change as he puts it in deep. Lynch out to play it. He puts it to the corner. Now it's picked up by Lemoyne, though. He loses the handle. And it's up through the middle. But now it's Amiro. Amiro finds some room. Amiro trying to bring the puck in. He can't get the shot through. Now Surratt. He's going to have to shoot here as Callaghan at the horn. And it didn't miss by much, as Saunders went over with the glove, and it goes just wide and past the corner. Well, there you have it, folks. 3 periods don't solve anything. We're all tied at 2. Shots on goal after 3 periods, 46-39. We'll take a short 2-minute break here, and we're right back for sudden death 3-on-3 overtime. Referee blows the whistle. Here we are, folks. 5 minutes off on the clock. Goalie stays in their same nets they were for the third period. 3-on-3. I have a quick look, though. It looks like Callahan, Surratt, and Ben Harris. And for the Kings, we got Jackman, Romaine, and Savuta to start this overtime frame. And the Rebels will control it here from the faceoff, and then Surratt bringing it inside the zone. He fires one. That's going to be deflected out into the netting and out of play. So I realize the clock didn't start here for me as I tried to get things going. It's a chilly one here in the old barn this afternoon. It's not. I think it's colder inside than it is outside. A face-off in the Kings zone, and that deflected shot that went out into the netting. The Kings will pick it up this time as Romaine and Jackman. Now it's Jackman. Looks to bring the puck up ice. Jordan Jackman trying to find a lane, trying to use that speed as he brings it down to the corner. Now he's going to hand it off. Slavuta back to Jackman. Jackman trying to find an opening. He's going to take it all the way back out to reset. And he has Harris giving him a look over. Now Jackman trying to find that lane. Jackman trying to bring the Jets on, and there he is. But he can't quite get the handle. There's a pass out front, and he had Romaine was there wide open back doors. Jackman just fired one over there, but Lynch was able to get a pad on it. And then Romaine fired one toward the front of the goal. Rebels picked that up. Now they look to try to get things going. Both teams trying to get a couple changes in here now, as Callahan waits for 2 fresh teammates to get on the ice, and then he'll head to the bench himself. Now here comes the Rebels, far side. Gets tied up by Lemoyne, who takes his player down, but the Kings can't clear it. Glove down by Owe. He fired a shot. It gets to a rebound, and Saunders dives out to smother that puck at the top of the crease. Lemoyne. We had a quick chat over, see the referees chatting with the Rebels bench. Like I said, it's quiet here this afternoon. You can hear the players on the bench, players on the ice, and the referees when they have their conversations, except for when Wade announces or plays the music, then I can't hear nothing. Now Miro for the Kings. Trying to slow things down, trying to get by 1-4 check. Now he brings it up. They stay just onside. Miro trying to get through to rip a shot. He gets forced to the corner. That's him and Otway. Good battle. Get it back here to Cole. Cole at the blue line. He's going to lose the handle, so he's going to have to reset. As up there on top of him is McGregor. As Mason Gold going to take it all the way back behind his own net. Cole almost loses the handle, but now trying to skate up to it. Now he tries to put some speed on. He looks for some room. He gets by Otway. Still has the puck, and he gets taken down as he's taking the shot. Play continues. Here comes the Rebels. As Lemoyne and Cole trying to get back. Cole on the back check. Otway has it. Dangles it. Can't put the backhand home. Had to move up front, but the puck stays in. Got to give it back. Trying to get a little give and go here. Spinning, turning, fire. Where is it? And it's pulled off the goal line. Corkum behind his goaltender. Able to clear it from the blue paint. Now he takes a bump, and Otway's got to step in and take a puck. Otway trying to dance his way through. And that's got to come on top of Saunders. It still loses. Otway's right there. But Saunders able to find the puck with some chances there for the Rebels in tight with 2:17 up on the clock here in the overtime frame. Face-off will stay in the King zone. This face-off controlled by the Kings, and it's Romaine. Gonna leave it in the corner for Jackman. Those two started the overtime frame. Now they have Frazier with them as Jackman skates up by Jackman looking out front as Romaine was looking to crash the goal. Couldn't quite get the pass through. Now it's the Rebels' turn. They look to bring the puck up ice. Pinu going to hand it to the far side. Gaudette looks for the room. Gaudette with the old toe drag back in. Scores! What a beauty! What a goal to win it in overtime for the Rebels. As number 91, Isaac Gaudette does a whole how you doing to the defender, then throws the backhand home, and the Rebels take this one in overtime, 3-2. What a game, folks, and what a finish. Mike Elliott, High Button Sports. Hope you had as much fun as we did up here in the booth. We'll see y'all next game.